How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be going over the optimal chest route I take on the PvP island to get all the buried elite chests that are scattered around. Then, I'll go over what you can expect from these routes, including how long one takes me, and I'll show you the loot I got from one full run as well. That way, you can determine if these elite chests are worth adding into your daily routine or not. But first, please consider giving the video a like and subscribe to the channel. It helps out massively. Now, let's get into it. If you missed the last video, and you don't have all the treasure maps unlocked already, you're going to want to check out that one first. I'll link it in the top right, video description, and at the end of this video. Basically, you must go out and find all of these treasure map lore books scattered around the island. Once you've got them once, they're unlocked forever on your character, and these hidden treasure spots will start appearing on your map and radar with a small chest icon whenever you get near enough to them. The location of these elite chests will not move. You'll now be able to dig up this buried treasure once a day and get that sweet loot. There's currently 28 of these elite chests ready to be dug up around the island, and they're basically the same drop table as the beast horde chests and glyph chests. So you'll not only be getting tons of doubloons, but you'll also be getting a lot of gold in the process as well, with big ticket items like the golden scarab able to drop from them. But possibly the best part about these chests is the fact that the doubloons you get from them, as well as all of the loot, isn't drop on death. So this is a very easy, risk-free method for those of you who aren't that into PvP to go around and still take advantage of the PvP island. But now that we know a little bit more about these treasure maps and hidden treasure locations, let's quickly go over how this video will be formatted. First off, here's an image of all the chest locations, thanks to New World Buddy. You can take a screenshot of it to save for reference while doing your first couple of runs, before you memorize the route. I like to draw on the image my routes, but don't worry, I'll provide a version of the map with the route on it at the end of the video. Shortly, I'll be showing you the route I think is the best to take when going on these chest runs. You will see on screen where all the chests are, as well as a small map guiding you from spot to spot. I'll also provide you any additional information I think you may need while out on the run. If you're looking for a specific chest, feel free to use the timestamps below to jump around in the video. Once I've shown you the complete route, I will then go over how long it takes me to complete one of these runs on average, as well as give an example of what one of these runs got me in loot, so you can make your mind up on if it's worth it for you or not. But without further ado, let's get into the chest run. I'd like to start by teleporting to the Sanctuary Shrine fast travel point, over here in Cutlass Keys. From here, I start heading down in the direction of chest number 1. This one is really easy to find, and it's just sitting on the side of a rocky hill. If you're struggling to find any of the spots, make sure to keep an eye out on your radar and map for the chest icon. It's really helpful. Then I make my way over the large bridge and take a left towards chest number 2. This bridge is usually heavily populated, so you might want to run through on your mount and make sure no one is on your tail when you get to the chest. You can also go around the bridge in the water, or drop down to the lower level of the bridge. The chest is easy enough to find though, just in the grass beside the stairs to the structure. It is hidden as a boulder, so mind the rock and it'll pop out. After that, you're going to want to go and make your way up the mountain just beyond the big bridge, and you'll find another hidden treasure spot on top of it, chest number 3. This one is hidden under some flint, and there are boars around as well that can get annoying. So kill the boars, pick up the flint, and the chest will appear. Then, head back down the mountain, follow the path a bit, and up the next mountain for chest number 4. This one is located between a couple of trees, but there are some mobs patrolling around here, so keep an eye out. From here, cut across the island and go for chest number 5, which will be located just before another large bridge. This one is easy enough to find, but keep a lookout, as this bridge leads to an area where a lot of PvPing is done, and since you're close to the path to it, people going there to PvP could see you digging and come attack you. It's worth being extra careful for the next 4 chests as well, as this area can sometimes be a PvP hot zone. But once you've gotten to chest 5, head on over the bridge, take a left, and drop down for chest 6. I like to go to the top of the hill, and slowly drop down it, grabbing one of the elite chests while going for this one, but you don't have to. You'll find it on the small beach at the bottom of the stairs. Watch out for those alligators though. After you've dealt with all the alligators and grabbed the chest, you're going to want to climb back up the structure and head deeper into the area, and you'll find chest number 7 in the back, just beside the waterfall. From there, cut across the area and head for chest 8. This one you'll find under a cliff hangover, just before a long skinny bridge. Because of the multiple elevations, this one can be a bit tricky to locate your first couple of times, but you'll get used to it. Once that one is looted, head for chest 9, which is very close by. This was probably the toughest one for me to locate at first, as there was multiple elevations, and the chest was hidden under some flint. Eventually, I found it though, and once you get used to it, it's not hard to find. It's basically on the highest up elevation, and instead of the X on the ground you're used to seeing, you have to pick up some flint, which there are multiple of in this area. But once you've gotten that one, you can head out of the PvP hot zone, and towards chest number 10. This one's really easy to find, in an open field, just beside the water. Grab the chest, then follow the coast down to chest 11. This one is also really easy to find, right under the mountainside, so grab it, and then cut inland towards chest 12. This one is hidden in a fresh water puddle, just beside the stone structure. It's easy enough to find, but watch out for the mage that wanders around the structure, as it can aggro onto you and be a bit of a pain. Once you've gotten that though, head towards chest 13, which is another easy one you'll just find out in the field. Not too far from 13, on the beach, you'll come across chest 14. This one's in the middle of a bunch of trees, but it's not too hard to locate. Dig it up, and then you've got a bit of a run towards chest 15. This one's just beside a rocky mountain, and not too difficult at all to locate either. From there, head across a small river, and you'll be at chest 16. It's very close by, and easy to spot between a couple of trees. Then, head a bit more inland for chest 17. You'll find this one just beside a watchtower, and it's also very easy to locate. Once you've got it, head up the hill for chest 18. This one's just beside the top of the waterfall, and there's tons of great high-level resources up here that I like to gather and admire the view while out on my runs. Chest 19 is right beside 18, so just drop down the cliff, and you'll find it there. Dig it up, and then head across the water to the island, with chest 20 on it. This one's really easy to grab. It's in the middle of the island, but just watch out for mobs when gathering it. Once chest 20 has been looted, you're going to jump from island to island until you get up to chest 21. This chest is easy to find, but watch out to not get too close to the hill behind it, as it's a lightning zone, which can do a lot of damage to your character. From there, you got a bit of a ride south to chest number 22, which you'll find just under the bridge. The spot is disguised as a bush though, so be aware of that. Once 22 is looted, you're going to head out into the little village for 2 more chests, starting with chest 23. Watch out in this area, as there's some mobs roaming around. This chest is just off of a dock, at the bottom of the structure in the water, and it's disguised as a boulder. So mine the chest out, and then head on over to the next one. Chest number 24 is on the other side of the village. You'll find the dig spot just behind a large wall. You can climb over to get to it. Dig it up, and then you're going to leave this area and head towards the next spot. Chest number 25 is another easy one to find, and you'll see it on the beach, beside a large pool. It's a hard one to miss. Once the chest is looted, head on over in the direction of the pirate camp for the final 3 chests, starting with chest 26, which is located in the bushes just outside of the entrance. This is a really easy one to find, and it's right up against the rocks. There are a lot of mobs around this area that you can aggro though, so watch out. Then, head on to the pirate camp and head towards chest 27. There's quite a few mobs in here as well, but most of them are really easy to deal with, and the more difficult ones can easily be avoided while getting these chests. There are sometimes other people in this area as well though, so keep an eye out. You'll find this one inside the big cave, and a little smaller cave off to the side. It's not hard to find. Then, make your way out of the cave, and head on over to the final chest, chest 28. This one is easy enough to find, located between some wooden spiky walls, but watch out for the mobs around this one, as sometimes they'll aggro onto you. But there you have it, you've successfully completed a full hidden treasure chest run. From here, I always like to run just a bit out of the PvP zone, to cleanse any resources I may have harvested on the run. So go ahead to the nearest safe area, and then teleport to wherever it is you'd like to go next. Now, let's go over a bit more of the details I promised at the start of the video. For starters, here's a larger image of the route, with the lines on it, so you can take a screenshot of it, and have it on the side, in case you ever need it for reference. As for how long this route takes me, on average, I can get one of these routes done in about 25 minutes, and that's without being killed at all. I find most people leave me alone when I'm running around here, but if you find yourself getting attacked a lot, make sure your mount is as fast as it can be, and throw on some tanky gear, or high mobility weapons, to stay ahead of your enemies. From one complete run, that I did to test for this video, here's the loot I managed to get. It doesn't look impressive by any means, but this was a very dry run, and sometimes you can stand to get some really good drops, and more scarabs as well. The amount of no-risk doubloons you get from this run is also a good amount, for how little work it is. I would do a price check on everything and give you the gold per minute on the run, but with my main being on a legacy server, and prices being so different on each server, I'll leave the price checking for you all, to determine if it's worth doing in your server or not. I imagine the prices on newer servers, for some of the items you can get from these chests, is a lot higher than they are on my server. I also avoided all resources and other chests that I could have gotten while doing this route, for the purpose of this video. But if you do some gathering while out here, and loot the chests you come across, you can stand to make so much more profit from the route. Plus, you can get your 3 daily gold rewards from this chest run as well, if it's still in rotation, which is even more free profit. But there you have it. Based on the information given, is this something you think is worth it for you? And will you be adding it into your daily rotation? Let me know in the comments below. And if the video was of any help, please consider giving the video a like and subscribe to the channel. It helps out massively. But until next time, have a good one. Thanks for watching another video, and a massive shout out to all the channel members and patrons seen on screen now. Links on how to become one in the video description. If you'd like to see the best route to take to collect all the treasure maps needed to do this chest run, click on the video to the left. Or, if you'll hit check out another gold making method, click on the video to the right.